that I should continue playing Taladar Melee, because that just gives him one more target to protect the Sentinel.
All right, it's live.
Okay, so it's just a quick recap this week because not a whole lot happened. You guys did some further exploration of the Temple of Howling Hatred. You spent the night in the Jin's work area in order to stay safe, because he told you that no one else would come into the area that he was currently working in. He gave you a little bit of information with regards to what to expect if you wanted to confront Arisi Kalanoth, the current Prophet of Air. He told you that she rarely leaves the throne room. That's usually where she is. He explained further that the horn, that is what keeps him bound to this place, can be found up in that throne room. And that if she uses it to summon him, he will not be able to resist. He has to do what he's told by whoever holds the horn. But that if you were to manage to sunder it, it would immediately set him free, therefore eliminating a potential combatant in the forthcoming battle. You guys made some plans, and then very quickly proceeded to enact them. You entered the lower level of the pyramid and dispatched all of the cultists that you found within. The noise created in that fight did alert the people upstairs. When you did finally climb up the stairs to enter the throne room, you found that both Windharrow and Arisi were already approaching the stairs, assumedly to see what the noise was all about below. Taladar teleported himself and Aranor to behind the throne where the horn lay in order to destroy it quickly before she could get to it. And after missing horribly on his first swing, Aranor did manage to cleave it in half on his second, thus freeing the Jinn and eliminating him from being pulled into combat. Combat was difficult. It was sort of done in three-dimensional space, with Arisi, having the ability to fly. And after casting some levitate on Aranor and using Felix to throw him around the battlefield at her, the fight quickly came to an end. Arisi disappearing in a swirl of angry wind and dropping any items she had on her to the ground before disappearing screaming into the ether. She dropped her spear, which you learned about last week, as well as several pieces of jewelry, ornamentation, clattering to the ground below when she disappeared. The cultists or initiates or novices still look like they're in a state of sleep or drug-induced haze behind these gauzy curtains. And assuming that they would stay in that state as long as those braziers were burning, you decided to take some time and have a short rest here in the throne room. And that is where we will pick up.
The spear. Should it go to Starsha?
Tactically, that's a good choice, I think.
Since she's going to have to attune to it, do we want to solve this later?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody at least has to carry it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I can carry it.
Attuning only takes 30 minutes, and you don't have to do anything. You just got to hold it.
So it's an hour, but we took a short rest too, right? That's it. There you go. Could retcon it as she did it during the short rest.
But regardless if anybody takes it or attunes to it, it does need to be carried by somebody.
I'll carry it for now, just so when we are exploring, I can just show it to the people.
That makes sense.
Cool.
All right. Well, we're on the battle map right now, or where we killed her. Is that where you want us to be? Okay.
Yeah, that's the room that you slept in.
I don't see my.
I removed your pawns.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's move down to the other map and see where we need to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going north, I think, because we're what's left.
Just looking briefly at Discord, I'm pretty sure you guys identified everything that you got. Did you not?
Starsha identified it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cast Identify as Starsha.
Does that
seeing
give
it in the-
negative information, like the curse part of it?
I will just put in Discord because I removed it, realizing I'd given you guys too much information. You know, as you do.
So we're not supposed to know the negative in terms of legality. Jurors will dismiss the testimony given.
Yeah, I don't know how you can. I don't understand how that works. Pretend you don't know this information.
Starsha doesn't know.
Yeah, so I'm just
There we
going to
go.
copy and paste what you do know.
Let's.
Yeah, confirmed. I see in the chat log that I cast Identify.
Mhm.
There we go.
Thank you.
There you go, Starsha. See that
Oh,
thing?
I'll put this other little bit in.
Ooh, it's +2 magic weapon. God
Mhm.
damn.
Mhm.
And it's finesse. That's really good. That means that it will work with sneak attack and dual wielding. And it does an extra d6 per hit. That's ridiculous.
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's it's like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, it's legendary. Yeah. I have a feeling that
Tabletop not found. Oh, right.
I have a feeling that last bullet point dominate monster that's going to be useful in the future.
Yeah, it's most likely an ambulance.
Okay. Are we going down?
Yeah, it seems Dark Star's just getting
Oh,
situated.
my bad.
She had an issue there.
Sorry, what was that? Starsha has an issue?
No, I thought we were going to go downstairs.
Mhm.
So I think you were saying you had some issue with the Roll20.
Nope. Oh, I fixed it. It took a second. So, you guys can go downstairs. I'll move you to the new map.
So we know for sure up north we heard talking or something up there, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's all group up, which we appear to be in different locations. So I can cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, I can't find Taladar on here, but I think that's because I deleted him. I've moved Starsha onto where everybody else is, and I'm gonna edit her token so I no longer have control.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'll
Who
fix
are we
that.
missing?
Aranor.
Hmm.
Hooray.
Oh, I can put myself on the map.
There you
we
go.
can
I
all.
put you.
Okay, I think we can all put ourselves on
I
the.
think so.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I've cast Pass Without Trace, and I am taking the lead to go north. Stealthily.
Okay. Everybody give me a stealth check.
I thought you weren't taking the lead anymore, Moss.
Moss has a perception of +11. Moss is always taking the lead.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh, cheese is on the floor.
Well, that's a 13. That's the one outside.
Okay.
Anybody else's health on their tokens not syncing anymore?
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, mine's synced.
Okay,
Although it
I'll
doesn't
fiddle with,
show it. I
fiddle
gotta
with
click
mine
on.
and see what I can find.
Mine's not either.
Yeah. I don't see mine anyway.
Yeah, I don't see one on Aranor.
I'm logged in as a DM in a different browser. I can fiddle with it while you guys keep going.
Okay.
On brand. Fuck.
That's still an 18, right?
Yeah.
So, Dark, I'm moving just to the bridge before going north.
Okay.
Tell me when I can go further.
You can go whenever you want. If you approaching the bridge, you won't even need to roll for it. You don't hear anything coming from the north.
Okay, Moss is gonna creep up stealthily, and just paying attention for any noise or events.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a big old dwarf.
I don't know what happened, but my hit points just showed up magically. So, cool.
Yeah, Felix's are a little weird though. Okay. Let me find this place on the map.
Yeah, Aranor's are still missing, but I think he might have to actually touch them on his character sheet for them to sync up.
Oh, possibly. So, crossing this bridge, the light around the pyramids is enough to see that it looks like there are carved statues beneath the water that look like dwarves holding up the bridge as you walk across it. And on the other side of the bridge, before you even approach it, you can see there is a strong white light emanating from a large dwarven statue in the center of this room. It looks like several streets converge on this central plaza, and standing 30 feet tall in the center of it is a granite statue of what can only be Moradin, grasping a great stone lantern in an outstretched fist. A bright white light emanates from the lantern, revealing ruined buildings and shops around the plaza. Some of their inner chambers looks like they're extending right into the natural rock of the cavern.
Can I make a history or religion check to, I don't know, RP something profound about the Dwarven God?
Sure. Yeah, make a history check.
Not great. Like, I don't know if there's anything else you want to tell us, or if I should...
Nothing that you haven't already learned. You know that Moradin is the primary deity in the Dwarven pantheon, and that most of this temple seems to be dedicated specifically to him.
Yeah, so Taladar would say something like, Moradin, god of the dwarves. It's said he forged them from the raw elements themselves in times long past. And Taladar pays a bit of a quiet reverence, which might seem strange for an elf facing a statue of a dwarvish god, but it was, to him, there's something pure about gods of creation, of which there are, I think, only a handful of the elder gods that created the races.
Yes, Moradin is their creator god. He's also the god of the forge, as well as several other things. He is primarily the god of creation for the dwarves.
Moss purses his lips and said, I knew most of that, but some I didn't. He pulls out his notebook and in the light of this room jots down some what Taladar said. How tall is the statue?
30 feet.
Taladar Starsha, maybe it's worth a closer look at that statue. I wonder if there's anything secret about it.
If we're very unlucky, we might have to fight it.
Moss is going to tap Starsha and whisper a word of encouragement. Starsha, can you take a close look at the statue? Maybe investigate it?
Sure.
So Taladar and Starsha, give me investigation checks.
Starsha has guidance if that matters.
So you can roll an additional d4, Starsha.
That totally helped.
I mean, it's enough to give you both some information. You can see up close that this statue is ancient. It looks like it's made of solid granite, except for its eyes and the panels of the lantern. These seem to be fashioned from quartz or a quartz-like material. Taladar, you can tell that the light coming from the lantern looks like it's a continual flame spell. And that is the extent of the information that you have about this statue.
Yeah, he'll relay that information about the spell to the party. I'm not sure it has any significance, but that is magically lit.
Would that be uncommon for these statues?
No. You speak Dwarven, don't you?
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check.
Damn.
You would know that most dwarves, they don't use very much in the way of lighting. They use a lot of natural lighting, lichen, mosses, glowworms. And there is very little need for things like torches, but in places of reverence or of importance, they would almost always use something like a continual flame spell. It doesn't need to be monitored. It doesn't need to be a burning material doesn't need to be used. You know, dwarves not using a whole lot of wood. Continual flames is what anybody needing to spend a long time underground would potentially use. It's a set it and forget it type of spell.
Sorry, I just thought of something real quick, Dark Star. Would we be aware of any clans that would be interested in this place? Like existing clans?
Let me see. You have learned a bit in your travels about this area. You know that there was a large dwarven civilization here. You know that these ruins are the ancient city of Tiar Basil. You know that the dwarves moved in after long after the drow supposedly left. Some of the information would be valuable. You don't know if anybody has been down here other than the cultists in, thousands of years. You would think that the information would be valuable to any dwarven historians or scholars.
Okay.
But it's not like it's an undiscovered place. The location of the city has long been known, but nobody has come down here to investigate it for whatever reason for a long time. Perhaps because the ways were locked.
Well, what next? I see one door, or we can
There are several doors in this room, as well as 3 additional branching paths. I'll just highlight them a bit better.
So those aren't walls on the left and right. Okay.
There you go. The pathways leading north, west, and east extend into darkness. The north and western passages extend into darkness. The passageway to the east is dark, but you can see that there is light coming from much farther down.
Well, we have one door right here. I'm gonna assume it's a room of some kind. Gonna carefully open the door and peek in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. There is a room of carnage.
It looks like this is formerly a shop, maybe, of some sort. It is completely ruined. There is nothing but debris, broken bits of what looks like pottery and glass.
Able to tell what kind of shop it might have been?
It looks like it was, a crockery or finery, luxury goods, vases and glasses and goblets, pottery, drinking vessels, etc.
So nothing really of value. It's all broken.
It looks that way.
All right. Well, I picked that door. Who's gonna pick the next one?
Let's go up here.
Going up there, you have a difficult time seeing anything because it extends into pure black.
Bring the light.
Comes the drift
Moss will
globe.
conjure a. Moss will produce a flame.
Okay.
And yeah, Starshia's asking, where's the music at?
Oh,
I hear
music app.
winds howling or
Mhm.
There is
whistling.
winds howling, but I can put some music in.
How about some Bruce Springsteen?
No, I don't have any of that. That'll get a copyright strike.
Not that one.
You don't like
Oh.
this one?
Not if we sing it poorly enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not mention 500 times that this is the freaking background music to a Biomes video I had to watch 500
Oh, that's
times?
right. That's right. Okay, let me find you something else. How about yeah,
Something
let's,
dwarvish.
No, that one's not going to work. We'll turn down the wind a bit.
We need that
This is not windy here.
music from Kazdam and
We cannot get a copyright strike.
Fool of a took. No?
Yes.
There you go. This one has some ambient noise. Yeah, that'll work. So Moss is going
Much
to.
better.
Oh, you have the drift globe as well. Let me get the right tool, and I will light up around here.
so many doors.
Stepping into this room, you can see that to the north you have 2 doors. The one farther to the west looks like it is a large double door. They're gigantic. They're stone, and they're covered in twin reliefs of dwarven gods or dwarven deities. Everybody give me a history check.
Damn, Felix.
Knows more about the dwarves than Deebs.
History. What's history?
Well, you haven't really read too much about other nations or other races. Felix, you have a pretty good grasp on Dwarven, and Starsha, you may be in your time looking at your map, or perhaps looking at previous maps that you've come across. You both recognize these are indeed both Dwarven deities. They both bear somber expressions, and they're robed in formal regalia. On the left door portrays Dumathoin, the keeper of secrets under the mountain. And on the right door is Marthamur Duin, the watcher and finder of trails. Felix, you know that Besselmere dwarves, in particular, revered these gods as watchers over their dead. Everybody give me a perception check. Actually, you don't need to. Never mind. Moss, while these guys are looking at these dwarven carvings, you don't know anything about dwarves in that regard, or who they worshipped, etc. But you do know that these doors appear to be spiked shut from this side.
Like spikes shut, like doesn't like locked, like kind of like force closed.
It looks like there's a bunch of wedge spikes that are driven into the stone, or beneath the door between the stone and the floor to wedge them shut.
Which ways do the doors open?
It looks like they open towards you.
Okay, so trying to keep someone or something in there. Sorry, and that's the left door, not the right door?
Both doors.
Both doors.
Mhm.
Okay.
Kaladar gone off.
Sorry, I mean the double doors are shut like that. The
So the
door
ones on
directly
the
to the door directly to the north of you looks like just a plain stone door.
Okay.
Kaladar is just going a little wander to open up the rest of this space. He is moving quietly. And
Okay.
sort of staying close to this wall. Just move along to light up the rest of the space.
Taladar no longer has stealth or pass without trace.
No, that's fine.
Give me a
Okay.
stealth roll and a
Yeah,
perception
that's-
check.
That's probably about as far as he would go.
Mhm.
Perception and stealth.
Okay.
So quiet, but focusing too much on the placement of his feet and not so much on what's around him.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll pad his way back.
So the door to the north is just a normal looking door, you said?
Mhm.
Knock, knock. Open it up.
This looks like it was possibly another dwarven shop. There seems to be a lot of wooden debris in here. Perhaps there was furniture that was made or sold here. All of it long since crumbled into complete garbage.
Alright. Do just a quick search around.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Yeah.
You can't make out heads or tails of it. You see lots of broken bits of wood. Some of it looks like maybe it was carved, so you're not even sure what the purpose of this shop might have been.
Moss will take a step inside and just anything of interest to Moss.
Make a perception check.
Moss knows Aranar can't see the nose in front of his face.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of this wood was highly decorated and carved. It doesn't look like it is done in a dwarven style, so maybe these were bits of furniture that were made elsewhere and imported by the dwarves. But it looks like it was most likely a shop selling these wooden goods. Mainly furnishings, maybe there's some decorative pieces in here. But based on the debris, it looks like it was functional in addition to being elegant and well made.
All right, Moss gonna take a step out and looking at these double doors. So they've been wedged shut.
Mhm.
I don't know what's beyond here, but it's been wedged shut to keep someone or something in. Do we want to venture in? We could knock and see what the reaction is. Moss will put his ear to the door. Like, does he happen to hear anything?
Your passive perception is enough that you can hear. It's kind of hard to make out. It sounds like you can hear echoes of your own voice or movement inside. It's hard to explain.
Okay, big open area. What do you guys say?
Probably pretty secure with the doors wedged shut already. We could
We can
check
come
out the
back-
other
come back.
places.
Yeah, we can come back later. Fair enough.
I think before we open doors like this, though, we should make sure our tokens are in tactical positions. Taladar would let you guys know that the hall seems to continue to the southwest. If anybody's interested in going,
Yeah, let's just guys finish wandering this corridor.
So moving
Stealthily.
farther to the south.
There's a motorcycle.
Sorry about that. It looks like this part of the temple is in complete disrepair. Either the Jinn hadn't gotten to it yet, or it was not high on his priority list. But the walls and the structures here are much more damaged and age-worn than any place else in this temple that you have seen. These freestanding buildings are mostly crumbling sort of shells of what they used to be. There's heaps of rubble. There are deep holes in the cobblestone, buildings that gape wide open, and walls that have crumbled into complete rubble. There is a lot of dust motes in the air. The two that have moved up, give me perception checks.
And I know we're all moving all over the place. Moss would try to stay in the lead of the group, just scouting ahead.
Both of you can hear a scratching noise coming from behind one of the walls.
Can we tell which wall, or
It sounds like it's close by.
so just close? Don't know where. Okay. Relay this to the group that they may want to stay close because there's something scratching around.
what's in that space up north of us?
Well, as you both approach,
Get off
I
my
need
square!
I need you both to roll for initiative.
Damn, you guys are walking nut to butt.
That wasn't the intent. Taladar is trying to stay a distance away from Moss and scout other areas, but
Oh no. There it is, guys.
Why are you trying to stay away from us?
yeah. Why are we hiding a part of the map that is literally right in front of us?
Because I was doing other things.
I know we can. We should be able to see it from a distance.
I can. Okay. I can't do everything at the same time.
No, I get that, but I mean,
Okay, everybody click on your tokens before you roll, please.
Oopsie.
Out of the darkness, lunging at Moss, or whoever stepped forward first, is a large form. You have all seen this form before.
oh, that's an Umber Hulk.
We don't have our bars this time.
Yeah, hang on. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know
found one of
why.
those, or encountered one of those in a basement somewhere a long time ago, right?
The Earth cultist place.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't know if your tokens are just not updating or what. Who am I missing here? Moss. Moss rolled a 9. Okay.
My feet's not active until we long rest, right? My new feet?
Your new one.
Okay.
So in a surprise move, this Umber Hulk lashes out at the closest party member, which looks to be Moss. Does a 20 hit?
Sure does.
That's going to be 6 points of slashing damage. He will go again. Does a 13 hit?
No.
And then with his final attack, he lunges forward with the large mandibles on his head. Does a 15 hit?
No.
All right. Now we will move in initiative order. So at the top of round 1, Aranor, you are up first.
Seeing Moss under attack, I will move in.
Moss, do you have to concentrate on Continual Flame?
No, I don't think so. Let me check. Spell. No, it's not a concentration. It's just a duration.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have the Drift Globe with you anyway.
Yeah, I assume it's always near me.
Yeah.
Alright. I activate Great Sword,
Okay.
and I take a swing.
All right.
It's a 21 hit.
A 21 hits.
12 points.
Okay.
Then I'll swing again.
Okay.
Ooh. It's a 12 hit.
A 12 does not hit.
And that is my turn.
Okay. I need you to make
Oh, no!
a charisma saving throw.
Oh, how dare you.
How dare you? Okay, you're good. Felix.
Let
You
me
can't
peek
yet see
around the
what they're
corner
fighting.
here.
Yeah, you can't see what they're fighting yet, but you can sure hear it. From there, you can see it.
Well, I'll just come around the corner. Is it a line of sight for me to hit from
Yep.
here?
Yep.
All right, I will twin firebolt it.
Okay.
Shoot. Darkstar, can I move in one square?
Yes.
I forgot to... I need to make room for...
Nah, fuck them.
That's one.
Whoa. Yeah, that
that's no
kind of party,
problem.
huh?
Yep. The first one hits. The second one doesn't. So 10 points of damage. As it shrieks a very odd... It's a very odd, disarming sound. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, I need you to make a charisma saving throw. You're good. Moss. You are standing directly in front of this thing.
It's a lot taller than Moss, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Moss is going to take that slash that he took and channel that rage into hissing and clawing back at this thing. He's going to
Okay.
take a swipe at Primal Savagery.
Yep, that hits. for 14.
With a yelp of triumph, Moss is then gonna step into the Fae, I guess, and hidden step away.
Okay.
And just move back.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Before or after a hidden step?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They should actually be happening before your turns, like at the start of your turn. I just realized that. But you can just make it now, it's fine.
Add 3 to it.
You're good.
So Moss will back right up, and then he is invisible for the time being.
Okay. Taladar. Before
Good.
the start of your turn, make a charisma saving throw.
Yay. Charisma. Yay. I hope that's enough.
Mhm.
Taladar is going to run up to flank
Okay.
with Rin. In fact, he's going to move up a little bit further. Let's see, does that put... If I draw a line straight through... Nope, he's going to be over here. Yeah, opposing sides. So he's going to flank with Rin, and I don't really want to... 2d8 versus that. Yeah, you know what? Let's Toll the Dead. So
Okay.
Taladar is going to cast Toll the Dead. That is a... oh, Jesus, 6 points. DC 16 Wisdom save. Avoids 6 points of damage. My ASI went
He
into
passed.
Intelligence. Okay, so he takes no damage, and then as a bonus, or as a follow-up to that, he'll attack with the Rapier. 21, I'm assuming, hits for 5 points of
Yep.
piercing, and I think that's my turn. If I we've seen one of these before. Is there a roll I can make to learn a little bit about whatever this save we're making is, or
Make a... Give me knowledge dungeoneering. Give me a nature check.
I don't think that's good enough.
No. Unfortunately, you don't. You know that this thing is slightly different from the other one,
Hmm.
in that it seems to have its natural claws. The other one, if you remember, had its claws removed, and they were given like brass or bronze, like
Yeah.
large pincers. This one's arms are fully intact.
Well, yeah, I think that's it for me. Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, so you would know that this Umber Hulk has the ability to burrow. Starsha. You're tucked around the corner. You can tell that there's something large on the other side.
I'll peek around the corner first.
Okay?
Alright, let me... Can I get behind him, or is there just wall? Is he like right in front of the wall?
No, there is space behind him. You will be
Uh.
standing on difficult terrain because it looks like there's a bunch of debris back there.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, you can move through Aranor Square to get back there.
Alright. And I'll go ahead and use my Shadow Blade.
So bonus action to activate the Shadow Blade and then stab.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, perhaps the drift globe is giving off too much light, but your stabs seem to not penetrate. And I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh. Add 3 to that. I don't know if it helps. That's 7.
That will not.
Oh.
As you move in to attack this thing, your eyes latch onto this thing's eyes. And you feel a chill roll through you. You cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn. You are now confused.
Quite. So I'm done. I can't do anything else, can I?
No, you cannot. All right. This is the Umber Hulk's turn. How smart is this guy? Oh. He is going to show his chitinous hide to everyone in the group here as it spins around. And its first attack is going to go against Taladar. I'm assuming a 9 does not hit.
It does not.
It'll go at you again with the claw. Does a 25 hit?
Oh, yeah, that hits. I can't even shield it because I did not activate the Blade Song.
That is 10 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And then it will lunge out with its mandibles against Starsha. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
You take 13 points of slashing damage.
It's painful. Can I use my... no, I can't use fractions, right?
Correct.
So I can't use my...
You can't use Uncanny Dodge.
Okay.
You just gotta take it. Here's what this guy looks like.
Gross.
Rude.
No, see, why couldn't they call this a bugbear?
Mm-hmm.
This, to me, is what a bugbear should be.
Yeah.
That brings us to the top of the round. It is Aranor's turn.
16 charisma.
16 charisma is enough.
All right. I'm going to swing the old greatsword.
You are in flanking, so you have advantage.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, a 15 is not enough. Oh, you re-rolled. Advantage 26 is definitely enough. That's 9.
And then I'll swing again.
Okay.
Yes!
There it goes.
Oh boy.
I'm going to smite at first level.
Okay.
Your add-on's busted again. It's not doing the max dice.
7. Yeah, I don't know.
I find it resets sometimes.
I don't know what do I do?
It'd be 12. It'd be add 3. It'd be 12 points of slashing damage instead of 9 for the crit. So
I see.
26 total plus,
Plus 7.
7 plus 16. 49 points.
49 points. Sheesh. First, massive damage will apply. And this thing looks in bad shape.
I'll end my turn there.
All right. With Aranor's last slash, he's cut a massive section loose from this thing. Felix.
Well, I will aim for what he's cut loose with another twin firebolt.
Okay. The first one hits, the second one does not, but it doesn't matter because the first one is more than enough to have this thing fall. Much like a spider, it collapses on itself and shudders for a moment before its legs curl up. And it is dead.
What does cooked Umber Hulk meat smell like? Just out of curiosity.
Chicken.
It probably smells like venison, let's say.
Chicken.
Huh.
Woo. Well, that was scary.
Is there any sign of, like, did this thing burrow up into here, through a wall, through the floor or something? Or is there
make
any
a
sign of how
perception
it got in here? Oh, boy. Can I make an investigation or also spend a bit of time sort of walking around, seeing if there's
Sure.
anything of value or of note?
You don't see... I mean, it looks like he's been digging around in this area, but it doesn't look like he's burrowed up here.
Man, it's not a D&D session without Taladar failing a perception check. Come on.
That's why he wanted to roll investigation.
No,
He's got
it's
better
tradition,
chances.
though.
Well, I mean, I'm counting that as, like, he's going to scope the area and wander
Well, he's
around
looking
a bit.
He's looking for something specific. Where did this guy come from?
And also, poking through the rubble and seeing if there's anything of value or anything of note here.
It looks like these might have been homes at one point. Or dormitories, potentially. The debris that's left indicates lamps, household goods, tables, maybe some chairs. It's very hard to tell. Everything here is in a horrible state of decay, with, fewer pieces left than even in the so-called shops that you were just at.
So Moss going to do two things. Is there anything of value on the Umber Hulk that is worth taking away, like claws or mandibles or anything?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay. Then once he's done that, he's also going to do a sweep of the area, just look for anything of interest.
How's everybody doing health-wise?
We should all be full, except for what we took here.
No. Short rest doesn't put your hit point at full, does it?
If you roll enough hit dice, it does.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I rolled hit dice for Taladar and got him close to full, and I don't think Starsha took any damage.
I don't think she did.
I can do Aura Vitality if we need it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I don't remember if I rolled or not. It's all good. I did roll. Never mind.
You
Yeah,
did. You
I did.
had just taken a lot of damage.
Okay. Sorry.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Moss.
Sorry, go ahead.
Moss, looking around, you don't see anything different than what Taladar had spotted. Everything here is damaged beyond repair. They're small fragments of bits. And again, you think these were probably homes or places of rest or private chambers, and there is little to nothing left.
Okay.
Back to the crossroads?
Yep.
Do we need Aura Vitality?
No, it's all good.
I think we figured that it's an average of like 70 points of healing. That's like we'd have to have the party have to be sort of an average of like half hit points for it to be valuable. I mean, it's always valuable. It's just
Well, everyone knows that takes about 15.
Oh my goodness! Look at all these doors.
Which way are we going
This
next?
is quite the stronghold.
Moss will approach us at one door and listen.
Taladar is going to just wander down the hallway a little bit, quietly, just to same thing, unlock the hallway, but not go anywhere dangerous.
Taladar, as you move down the hallway... Ugh, I can't uncover and talk at the same time.
And not a good stealth check.
As you move down the hallway, you can see that this road branches to the north and to the south, as well as continues on, and it looks like there is a light that you can see at the end of this hall.
Okay. Yeah, he'll basically move to the crossroads, look in each direction, his whatever 60 feet, and then hang out there while the others do their thing.
Okay.
Kind of just to make sure that, if we get in a fight, we know our surroundings and aren't going to have 6 guys, dogpile us from the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also kind of just being brash and wandering.
Mm-hmm.
Moss gives, next time he sees Taladar, will give him a glare.
Good.
Moss will peek around the door here and check out this room. Oh,
Yeah,
there's another
it
door.
looks like this was maybe a larger shop. It looks like there's another door leading farther in. And you can see what looks like the remnants of display cases. It's difficult to tell what might have been sold or used in this shop.
Still
Looks like
nothing of value.
maybe smaller items.
Smaller items, none of value.
Nothing that seems to be left worth salvaging.
Also check the north door here.
Okay.
I mean,
Looks like more of the same. Perhaps. You do see what looks like maybe potion bottles or perfume bottles.
Oh. I need someone that knows potions and such. That'd be like Arcana?
Make a perception check to see what you see.
Wow. Not great.
Yeah, it looks like any liquids or materials that were contained in these vases has either spilled away or has dried up completely. You don't find anything of value.
Yeah, and I'll check this last door then.
This last door looks like it was maybe a small storage room for the shop.
Okay.
Make a perception check. $27. You find 2 intact bottles in here, small vials. These look quite familiar to you. They are potions of healing.
Nice.
Who needs potions of healing?
They are greater.
Greater potions of healing.
I'm holding 3 currently. For everyone.
Well, we should pass. We'll sort it out later. Who doesn't have one?
I don't think I do.
Yeah, Taladar's got a single regular potion of healing.
I will pass one to Felix and one to Taladar.
Okay.
So I'm sticking with Moss.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure he doesn't get in any trouble.
From here, it looks like this large room doesn't seem to have a purpose that you can infer right away. But it looks like damage over time, perhaps. Perhaps it's intentional. but the floor to the northwest drops away.
Oh. Like just a pit? Moss will get a bit closer.
Moss, make a perception check. You can hear the sounds of echoing, like your footsteps and your quiet voices. You can hear echoing into this darkness beyond, and you also hear movement.
Oh. Movement. Moss backs up a little bit. There's something over there.
Can I move the drift globe over top of that? It levitates, right?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
You can see what maybe looks like tombs.
Uh-oh.
Some, it's hard to tell at this distance, but some look very, very ornate and stylized.
Can we tell how high above we are?
It's not that far, maybe 20 feet.
So something, I'm going to assume that, can I tell whether this room folds back to that double doors that are barred shut?
You would think that that's probably a likely thing.
So whatever's down there, they're trying to keep in, it's moving around, and it cannot climb. Interesting. Maybe we throw the drift globe, we can send the drift globe further out and then pull it back, right?
How far does it go? Let me see. Oh, I don't have it on my sheet.
It's on Starship sheet, right?
Let me check.
60 feet within, or 60 feet away from the person. Then it stops hovering.
Oh my gosh, that's far.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. All right, well, I move it as far as I can without making it fall. So maybe I'll move it like 40 just to be safe.
I'm gonna put it like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Stupid initiative tracker's always in my way.
Right?
Close it.
I could, but what if combat needs to happen?
Oh, well, just double click on the title and it'll go small.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. As the drift globe moves out farther into this room, a couple of things are going to happen.
Oh no.
Just going to move this temporarily.
A couple or one? Just one really bad thing.
Oh, a couple of things.
Couple of really bad things.
I just got to move this over here for a second. Fuck. I'm just going to move Felix back for a second.
What the hell?
I can't grab everything.
That's what she said.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
Moving towards you in the darkness that's now been uncovered by the bright light of the drift globe, you see several creatures. And they all look like they are moving towards you. They come creeping around the edges of caskets and sarcophagi. You can't quite see around the corner of the wall that's still intact, but it looks like this large burial complex moves further to the south, probably right up to the doors that you had seen. And in the distance, it looks like there are several tombs that have broken, or some that have perhaps fallen away, as the floor itself seems to drop off into nothingness.
Why are they moving?
Drawn to the light, and perhaps to the smell of fresh meat.
I knew I shouldn't have packed that salami sandwich.
Mm.
Do they like canned food?
They are all beginning to move in your direction.
Oh no, let's go.
Do I know if they can climb?
That depends if you know what they are.
I don't. Do I know what they are?
Make a... what would this be? Make a religion check.
That's not gonna be good. Not terrible. They look like zombies.
These are definitely undead. There's something undead. You're not quite sure without getting closer to them what exactly they are.
But I don't know. I don't know if they can climb or not.
You wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
How
I
far
would
down is it?
say it's about 20 feet. But we're going to have to roll some initiative here.
I was gonna say they've been creeping closer. I'm gonna blast them.
Make sure you click your tokens.
Dark, would I have enough room to cast Call Lightning here? Well, how high is
Just
the
give me
ceiling?
a minute.
Okay.
There's the initiative Aaron was used to.
Bunch of slow fuckers here.
Damn, look at that. Look at those rolls.
Ah, forgot to select my token.
Okay, just give me a sec.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was a 5 though.
Okay. Now, do I have them all?
Do I have them all?
We could use a few more. Come on.
Hey, you know what, Poker? Ring of Fire would probably be really, or Wall of Fire would be really awesome right about now.
Well, I was reading about it, and you can designate one side or the other to deal damage to creatures within 10 feet, but you can also make it a 20-foot diameter ring, which means if you designated that as the inside of it, they basically just sit there and cook every turn until they choose to walk through it, at which point they still also take damage. So it's pretty nefarious.
Okay, missing one.
I don't want to bother with another concentration spell. I already have too many of them.
And Starsha, you said you got a 5?
Yep.
Okay.
Damn, if Felix had rolled an 8, we would have had a low straight on our hands there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, let's load up some combato.
Is that the worst group initiative we've done? All single digits?
I mean, it's pretty bad. You've had other bad ones though. Coming out of the darkness, another one approaches.
Darkness.
Begins to climb the wall in front of Felix.
Get off here, asshole.
Oh shit, they can climb.
He is going to lunge and take a bite at you.
Fucking rude.
I'm assuming a 4 misses.
It does, just barely.
All right, that's his turn. Next, climbing up on top of one of the tombs in order to climb the walls. He climbs up and takes a bite at you, Moss. I'm assuming a 7 misses.
It misses, or at least it doesn't hurt Moss. I ain't no sandwich.
This guy moves forward. And that's his turn. Moss, it is now your turn.
Do I have enough room to call lighting?
The ceiling directly above you is probably 20 feet up.
Okay,
The
so no.
ceiling above the tomb room is probably 30 feet up.
Probably another case. No, then.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think lightning needs like 60 feet.
I will just take a swipe at this guy in front of me,
Okay.
and I'll back up right afterwards. Primal Savagery, so hissing and swiping.
An 18 hits.
And I will again hidden step away.
Okay. And
That's
that's
my
your turn. Okay. More of them begin to move towards you. And he begins to climb. He is going to take a swipe at you, Felix. But he misses. Big fat miss.
That's what you get, asshole. Get down to that hole.
Yeah, he's just sort of reached up. He's not fully up yet. Taladar,
Boy, I
you've
wish I
just
had
entered
Fireball.
this room and seen your friends backing away from this lip where you can see the dead have started to climb out.
Yeah, I think Taladar is gonna. Oh boy. Well, let's do the easy thing first. Taladar is gonna invoke the Blade Song, increasing his AC down to 21. And he's gonna run up here, and I think I'm just gonna do the good old booming blade attack. Oh, actually, are these two guys, this one and the one to the north of him, within 5 feet of each other? Or no, sorry, my
no,
bad.
one is farther below.
Yeah, my bad. I don't have Green Flame Blade prepared anyway. So let's just do a Booming Blade followed by a regular Rapier attack. 24 for 7 points total, 6 piercing, 1 thunder. If he moves on his next turn, he will take additional thunder damage.
Okay.
And then another Rapier attack, 25 probably hits for 10 more
Yep.
points of piercing damage, so total is 17.
Total of
This turn?
17 points. Okay.
And that is Talar's turn.
He turns, taking this damage to hiss at you.
I'm gonna hiss back at him.
He's got a long tongue lolling out of his face.
Oh,
Bonus action unzip.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
Aranor.
Aranor moves up next to Felix and is swinging at the guy in front of him. Activates his great sword.
Okay.
Does a 19.
Shit. I have to refresh. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, measuring tool's gone. Who are you hitting? Sorry.
The one in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, he's down a little bit, but you can definitely hit him.
Okay. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, a 19 hits.
Okay, 14.
14 points of slashing.
And then
Okay.
swing again.
Yep.
17 hit.
Yes.
Okay, 12 points. So 26 total.
That one is dead. It releases its grip on the wall and falls back.
Okay, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Felix. No, wait a minute. Why is it Felix's turn? Oh, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Never mind. My bad. Felix, it's your turn.
All right. I don't know who's at what like altitude.
The one directly to your left is on the floor with you. The one to the north of Aranor is 20 feet down. The two to the north of that are about 15 feet down. And then the rest are down on the floor.
Oh,
There it
shit.
is.
Oh, shit. Here it goes. Go ahead. If it hits me, it hits me.
I'm not sure what I would hit here.
Go ahead, hit me. If it hits me, it hits me.
I mean, hitting him to get all of them is a small price.
Mhm.
In Taladar's eyes, anyway, but he's evil.
Yeah, I mean, you could drop it south by 1 square and actually get all of them.
Is that going to hit deep though?
Probably. Yeah.
I'm not going to hit deeps.
Okay.
You should have told me you were going to do that. I could have held my action and not moved.
That's okay.
Yeah. Are you keeping it as fire damage?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Holy shit.
DC 16 dex save, and that's just to take half. All right.
Oh, wow.
Gonna move this to the back.
Yeah, it's a nice little above average roll.
Guy farthest to the north. What is this dex? Okay. That guy fails. He's instantly dead.
Poor guy.
Guy south of him. Fails. Guy just to the north of Deebs. Succeeds. So he only takes 15. And then the other one farther back in the room.
Fireball.
Fails. I didn't. Other than that one guy, I didn't roll above 7.
Oof.
All right. You've eliminated most of them. Felix will get all the XP this fight.
Sorry, Cassius.
They're stone. They're fine.
I'm a fire.
I'm assuming that's going to conclude your turn.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Well, that guy's dead. And that guy's dead. Starsha, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot my firebolt at the one that's right up. I'm pointing at it. That doesn't
This
help
one?
you.
You're pointing at it on your computer screen?
I am.
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Wait, does it hit? Who's standing there by him? Is that gonna hit him?
No.
Okay. No, that's not what I rolled, right? I rolled the one on the left.
That's to hit, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what I rolled.
Yeah. Where's the damage, though?
Maybe I need to roll this.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
No, but that was it, right?
Yes. So you hit him. It just only did a small amount of damage.
Nothing. All right. Well, I will come closer then.
Okay.
And I still have one more action, right?
Your firebolt was your bonus action, right?
Fireball would have been action.
But-
She has bonus action.
I was about to say, wasn't it a spell? So I can still stab him if I like.
I don't think you can. I think you can only use your second attack if your first attack is a melee attack.
Oh.
If I am remembering correctly.
That sounds right.
Okay, I guess I'm not doing anything then.
Yeah, you could yell at them. Hey, get out of here.
I'm a fireball.
So fight him.
This guy who's still down below will move up. And he will crawl over the body of his dead companion. And he is going to reach out and claw at Felix.
Get out of here.
Does a 21 hit?
No, because I'll shield it.
Balls. All right. You're lucky.
I was going to intercept it too.
All right. The one that's directly in front of Taladar will swipe a claw at him. Does a 23 hit?
I am going to shield that. So
Of course you are. All right. And I think that guy is dead. That guy is not. He is going to climb out of the pit. And he is going to claw at Starsha. He'd like to hit somebody.
It's gonna be me?
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
All right. You're going to take 7 points of slashing damage.
Of course I do.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
I
wait.
intercept 4 of those points,
Okay, so Starsha, you only take 3 points.
and then you get Starsha. You get +3 to your saving throw whenever you're rolling.
Yes, con save.
$11.
That is a fail, my friend. You feel this nauseating sensation roll through you as your muscles begin to stiffen and tighten, and you are unable to move. You are paralyzed.
She's not paralyzed. She's a zombie. Finish her.
Now she's paralyzed. And that is his turn. Moss.
Moss will be enraged that Starcha was attacked from the side and throw his flaming produced flame at it.
Okay.
Flaming Cheetos.
From
Eloquence was
Flaming
not,
Cheetos.
Flaming
was
turd?
not Moss's strong suit. Oh, that didn't roll damage, did it?
No.
Rolling damage now.
6 points of fire damage. He looks in rough shape, but it's hard to tell, seeing as he's undead and all. Any movement?
No, I will stay where I am.
Okay. That guy's dead.
I'm done.
Taladar,
How is this one in front of me looking?
dead. He looks like he's undead.
Yeah, but I mean,
He looks damaged significantly.
okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of choices, so I'm just gonna do the usual. And no flanking. Okay, we're gonna do a booming blade. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Toll the Dead. I need it to make a. Take that back. I'm going to Toll the Dead on the one next to Starsha.
Okay.
So I need it to make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
It got 16 exactly.
So no damage there, and then I'll make a single rapier attack on the one in front of me. Does the 13 hit?
Yes, a 13 hits, and that is enough to put it down.
Nice. If that puts it down, then I'm going to use my movement to go over here and give Rin flanking.
Okay.
And that's it.
Aranor.
Aranor, seeing Starsha get sliced, is turning and activating Greatsword.
It's already active, I thought.
With a
You can't
passion.
reactivate.
He's reactivating it with a passion this
see.
time.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. 11.
Ooh, that does not hit.
Okay, swings again.
Control your rage, sir.
Does a 14 hit.
14 hits.
8 points of damage.
That is enough to put it down. And now it appears that all of these unliving are now re-dead. We are out of initiative.
Hooray.
Alright, I think we've all taken enough damage that I am going to cast Aura Vitality. Healing 2d6 for 10 rounds. Dark, any mechanism you want to use to distribute healing, or just top us off, or?
I don't know. Just do whatever you want.
Can I get a quick count on health points?
I'm full.
Minus 11.
I am mathing 19 points.
13 points.
But see, this is a weird situation because that's with my new hit points. So
Same goes for all of us.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 19 then. And in honor of Lucid's spell,
I'm a fireball.
Starsha Lucid.
I said I'm full.
Oh, okay. Starsha.
I'm down 16.
So that's 59 in total, Dark. Are you okay just topping off, or you want me to roll individually?
No, we can top them off.
Okay. Or a Vitality cast.
hooray!
I mean, honestly, I would prefer that the spell gets rolled for every time, but it's so time consuming that I don't care.
I'll work out a way to do that next time, Dark.
You don't hear any further sounds coming from this room.
What were those things? Can I try and figure it out?
Yeah, make a religion check.
Oh no.
You're a religious man. Shouldn't that be good? Well,
It requires
no.
intelligence.
They're undead.
Okay.
Anybody else can make a religion check that hasn't already. Nope. Nope.
They're dead again.
It's up to wait, what'd she roll? Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
God damn.
Starsha, you're like, you guys, these are ghouls. You can tell by the long tongue hanging out of their face. Well, she would tell you that, but she's currently paralyzed.
I was gonna say. Oh no.
Oh, still?
While Moss is doing his healing, it takes a little bit of time. Eventually, your limbs loosen up and you can move again. And then you tell them. You couldn't tell I was paralyzed? These are ghouls.
They're not very perceptive. Can't see that I'm paralyzed. Can't tell that they're ghouls. What's up with these guys?
I am perceptive as fuck. I was busy healing.
Just dumb.
Did we
Oh,
figure out how much healing we're getting, or
we're
Yeah,
just
so
topping off.
everyone
Dark, what
will
I'm going to do
go
next time is I'm going to get everyone's deficits. Then I'll roll and then distribute health points. Okay.
Taladar is going to go down there.
Okay.
What do you want to
Wait,
athletics
maybe
check
we
for?
should go knock out the wedges in the door first so we can get back out.
Well, that's fine. He can teleport out.
It's only 20 feet down, and if he jumps down onto the top of that coffin, it's only 15 feet.
I can't get past this wall.
Oh, right.
Well, Moss is going to go around anyways, and
You should be
knock
able to.
out the
Yeah, there
wedges.
we go. What do you want to athletics check for climbing down the wall?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics, whatever you'd like. You
I'm
can,
gonna go with
parkour, jump down.
acrobatics. Is a 12 enough?
I mean, it's not graceful, but it's fine. You take no damage. You didn't fall prone.
Yeah, I think maybe he his knees buckle when he hits the ground. And he does a little tumble and just kind of recovers from it, and hopes nobody saw it. And he's gonna try and move quietly throughout the space, just to scout it out. Really looking more for more monsters and not so much looking at stuff in detail.
Yeah, as you get to the western edge of the room, the footing becomes a little treacherous, and you can
Ooh.
see remnants of perhaps coffins or sarcophagi that have fallen away. Some that
Oh.
have broken and part of them have fallen away.
Okay, so that's a drop off there.
Yes, it disappears into nothing.
Neat.
Which is why this chamber is so echoey. The crumbling wall behind this room is only really a half wall. So you can see past it.
And it drops off again.
No, this looks like it's solid stone that goes up to the ceiling.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I have a fun question. From this drop off, can we hear the sound of the waterfall in the distance?
Yes, you can. It echoes very loudly in this room.
Neat.
I'm also going to get up on one of these and let's look around. Does any of these look particularly ornate?
Most of them do. Some
Oh.
are a little bit more plain, but most of them are precision carved. There are some names engraved. There's, dwarvish runes inscribed on a lot of them.
A little bit of grave robbing, a little bit of Felix translation.
I can maybe make out the names if they're in Dwarven Darkstar.
Yeah, you absolutely could. None of the names ring a bell.
Just a bunch of randos.
Well, Moss is going to do a heave-ho and push one of the slabs off.
Okay. So the one in
Yes.
front of you, you do a heave-ho. Give me a strength check. That is not enough to get this sarcophagus open.
Ernar!
Oh, come down.
I
and
need help.
Are you going to willingly allow your companions to tomb rob? These dwarves? Ancient dwarves that have been laid to rest? I mean, you can. I don't care. But would Aranor care?
What happens in Baldur's
world
Gate
is for
3
the
when
living.
you break an oath? I feel like I've lost something.
It's the spear.
All right, seeing Rin's hesitation,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Moss.
it. That's a mistake Deep's Darkbeard made.
But anyone else could help you.
I don't know if it's a good idea to desecrate these graves, friends.
The world is for the living. That is why we grew, we feed the trees.
What the fuck?
That's why the dead feed the trees.
We pee on trees.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody else wants to come and help, you can make another strength check on your own.
Erinor's gonna wander away, not assist.
Okay.
Taladar will assist. He's all about getting some loot.
Okay.
So that's advantage on the strength check.
Yep.
If you'll allow me to assist with my strength of 8, that may not
Sure.
be
Yeah, no, that's
optimal.
fine. 20 is more than enough to get it open. It is a struggle, though. They are dwarven sarcophagi. They are intended to last forever. And so you push the top of this one. You can't even get it pushed all the way off, but it is enough to get it open. And inside you see the long dead remains of some dwarf. You're not sure of his name or his position in life.
Anything of interest inside?
His clothing has mostly rotted away. It's mostly bones. He does have a couple of rings on his skeletal fingers. And it looks like he has a medallion around his neck that looks like it's the shape of a forge or an anvil. And make a religion check.
Oh boy.
That is enough. You've seen it around this temple complex before. It is the holy symbol of Moradin.
Do these... Well, Moss is going to worry about value. But Moss is going to do... He's going to do detect magic, because that'll tell us anything in the area that is magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I cast it? Detect magic. Oh, that was the wrong one. So Moss is going to do that, and then anything in this tomb or anything wander around the area, anything that...
There is nothing that is pinging, giving you any sense of magic in the area, other than what is coming from your friends and the drift globe.
Great. Even wandering around, nothing...
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
So the total value of goods from this sarcophagus, I will put at 50 gold total.
So Moss isn't really interested in looting the tombs for trinkets.
Mhm.
I don't know if the others are.
I mean, Taladar will take what we found, the valuables we found in here, and just add them to the pool.
Mhm.
But yeah, if this is indicative of what we're going to find in the others, then yeah, it's not. There's maybe it'd be a crapshoot to try and find some sort of object of power in here. So time to move on.
Okay. This is probably a good place to take a small break. Or you
Nice.
guys decide what you would like to do next.
Okay.
All right, I will get rid of initiative tracker.
Back. Welcome back.
All right. So you guys have finished scouting out and looting the sacred dead. Shame on you. What is the plan now?
Move up north.
I would agree.
Can you put my drift globe up on the...
Yes.
Thanks.
You should be able to grab it
Yep.
now. Okay. Up north, you can see a very long hallway that extends far, far into the darkness, well beyond the range of the drift globe.
Mm.
And it looks like, based on... give me a perception check.
Okay. Bam!
Good lord!
It looks like this way is not a well-traveled path. You can see some footprints in the dust and the debris. There's bits of rubble here. And the footsteps get thinner and thinner the farther you proceed. And it doesn't look like there is any end to this passage.
So is this like the passages to the east? And I'm just metagaming here because I see that we had the eastern passages that stopped, and I assume it's taking us to something outside this vicinity.
Yes.
Okay. Then we shall not go that way.
I mean, you can if you want, but it's
I mean-
a long road you'll be traveling.
I can finish.
It is something I wanted to figure out if we can move from one temple to the other without having to, go back above ground, travel, find the entrance, etc. But, like Dark, feel free to tell us if that's trouble for you, or it's not intended to be a way we could move.
Well, one of you does have a map of this entire complex.
I was
That's
going
true.
to bring that up later.
Oh.
I think we finished exploring this area.
Yeah, but we definitely shouldn't forget about it. At least exploring the idea of moving from one temple to the other directly. It might save us some time. It might be really dangerous. It might be very unknown, and so that might deter us. But
Yeah, I
Or
was kind of
possible,
thinking
at least.
they were just going down deeper like the other stuff, but maybe you're right.
I open that door.
Just give me 1 second. My D&D Beyond is being weird.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, I was going to bring up the map when we had our next long rests.
Who has that map, Starsha?
Yep.
Yes, Starsha has a map she's had for a very, very long time.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, there was a piece of information that I didn't give you.
Oh, no.
So as you're moving through this area with the massive stone lit statue of Moradin, it is very clear that these are all different shops of some kind. There's carvings above the different doors indicating the owner's former professions. Tailor, jeweler, blacksmith, baker, furniture. All that remains of these places now are, various piles of rubble in these former shops. So as you enter this room, let me light it up. Aranor, make a perception check.
Which shop is this?
Well, this looks like it was maybe a jeweler. Perception. Yeah, there's more smashed, display cases. Many, it looks like former small glass containers, debris, old bits of cabinetry. And while you're looking around,
Oh.
because your perception was so
deeds to
low,
go in.
You are going to take a surprise attack from out of nowhere, as from the darkness.
Taladar.
Come on. Why? Oh, it's because I'm using the wrong thing. I hate D&D Beyond.
No.
Whoa. I remember that guy. You were asking us what pictures about him.
Yes, I was. And he was hanging out on the ceiling, and then he dropped down on Aranor in a surprise attack. As you open the door and move in, all of you hear a sound.
That's not nice.
So I need everybody to give me a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Anyone within 10 feet of me gets +3.
Okay, so Moss will get a +3 and nobody else.
Does Taladar need to make a save? He is actually
Yes,
out in the crossroads there.
he does need to make a save. Let me pull up some combat. Oh, I've had terrible rolls tonight. Alright, so he's gonna get a surprise attack on you. That was everybody's rolls. Oh dear. Moss and Aranor are fine. Taladar just made it. Felix and Starsha, you both failed your wisdom save. You are now frightened. Until the end of the Cloaker's next turn. I'll put a little token on you. That looks good. The frightened condition. Let me just pull it up. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So it lets out this moan, this horrible high-pitched shrieking moan. It almost sounds human. It's very unsettling. It is then going to make its attack against you. Whoops, that's not what I meant to link. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Ooh. You take 7 points of slashing damage. It will then go in for the bite.
Everything's trying to bite us in here.
And you said a 19 hits?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to take 11 points of bite damage. And this thing wraps itself around you.
Oh dear.
You got a Snuggie.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Ew.
It attaches to your head and wraps its stingray-like wings around your head. You are blinded and unable to breathe while it is attached.
I believe the correct term is flappies.
Yes, flappies. Any of your companions can take an action to detach it, including yourself on your turn. And so at the top of the round, it will
We
be
would love to
Taladar's
help,
turn.
but we are afeared.
That's true. Your friends cannot come, well, 2 of them anyway, cannot come closer to you. Taladar, it's your turn.
Would Taladar... I don't recall if we've fought these things before. I think we have. I don't know.
Well, you can't see it.
We've not.
No, I know, but I mean, I heard it and made a save against it. Would I have any
Mhm.
sense that a couple of the others have failed that save? Can I see them visibly acting afeared?
A couple
or
of them
anything?
look shaken. No, you're not in line of sight for it, but you heard it moan is what set you off.
And I guess the next question is, can I get through the door? With Moss on one side and Aranor on the other.
No, probably not. You
Okay.
could stand right in the doorway.
Oh well, I mean, if I could make it to the doorway, then I could diagonal around Rin.
Mhm.
Shit. Put myself back where I was. I think it was. Yeah. Sorry, let me just check my blade song. I want to make sure I don't spend. Nope, I can't. Well, Taladar will spend. Taladar will move to here, and if he's got line of sight through the doorway, he'll just do a ranged something.
Okay.
Let's do Toll the Dead. This creature has not lost any hit points yet, right?
Nope.
Okay, so DC 16 Wisdom save to avoid 13 points of necrotic.
DC 16, okay. It failed.
Oh, then it takes 13 points of necrotic damage, and Taladar, that's his turn. He's gonna keep looking over his shoulder, back towards where he was at in the crossroads, knowing that this thing made a sound that was audible that far. He's trying to be aware of if anybody else heard it and comes running. So that's it for him.
Okay. Felix.
Is it in line of sight of me?
Not where you are. If you move behind Moss, you would be.
But that would be closer to it, so I can't do that.
I don't think that's closer.
Well, it would be in the direction of the target I'm frightened of, though, right?
Mm-mm. No, I would say if you moved directly south of you or onto Moss's square, that's moving toward. But moving,
Okay. So
I don't think. I think moving there is the same distance.
You're hiding behind me. I'll
Perfect.
protect you. I'll protect you, little buddy.
Well, then I will try to firebolt it twice. And I can't get the action to change.
Yeah, I've noticed lately it gets stuff like that sometimes.
The first one is going to be a miss. The second one is going to hit. For 7 points.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. It begins yelling out in a language that you don't think you've ever heard. Starsha, you know what it's saying.
What is it saying?
It is saying, finally. A worthy meal. In Undercommon,
Ah,
which I believe you speak.
I probably do. I do. Well, guys, it thinks we're dinner.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Is it still wrapped around me?
Mm-hmm. You can attempt to break free with Let me read it. DC 16, strength.
All right. I will attempt to break free. Just a straight strength roll or strength saving throw?
It just says a DC 16 strength check. So I wouldn't think a saving throw.
Nope.
Gonna eat your head.
Yeah, it is holding on tight.
Is that's my action?
That would be your action, yes.
Okay. All right. That's all I do then.
Okay. Starsha.
Am I no longer scared?
No, you are still frightened until its next turn.
So can I even do anything then?
You can move as long as it's not closer to the target.
I mean, I guess I'll just stay right here then.
Yeah, and at that position, you can't actually see Aranor or this thing. You gonna stay there then?
I mean, am I not supposed to be out of line of sight of it?
No, you don't have to stay out of line of sight. You just can't move closer to it.
What about here? It's not really closer.
No, it's not closer. I'd say that's the same distance.
Right.
Is that everything?
I mean, what else can I do? I thought I'm basically.
Do you have
can't
any
really do
spell
anything.
slots left?
Maybe what is that? The firebolt?
Yeah, you can firebolt it from there.
I'm just not quite sure what I can use and I can't use since I'm being feared.
The only thing Frighten does is prevent you from moving closer to it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me do the firebolt then.
Yeah, that is gonna hit. Even with its adjusted AC. 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Alright. Moss.
An Anor can't breathe, right?
Nope.
If he can't breathe, it's going to take a couple rounds for him to let that to really affect him, though, right? And I can get in through the door. I can squeeze past.
Yes, you can.
So I'll get in the room and move to the side here. Do I have enough movement to get over here?
Yeah, you do.
All right.
You're actually on it, though.
Back here. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that was fine.
Yeah, you're at 30 feet right there.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to. I'm also just gonna utter some words. They just sound ghastly and terrible and sickening. Fills everyone with unease and kind of drip his fingers towards the cloaker and cast Blight.
Holy shit.
Okay.
That is a con 16 save.
Okay. It failed.
Oof.
So it's going to take 33 points of necrotic damage. Or so you think.
Oh gosh, darn it!
But you hear Aranor scream out in pain.
What?
And you can see that his hands, what little skin you can see exposed on Aranor, begins to shrivel.
Friggin' Moss.
Oh,
Aranor,
wow.
you're going to take half of 33 points of damage. I forgot to do it on Starsha's turn.
Is it 16 or 17 then? Is it up or?
It's 16.
Okay.
Uh-oh, I'm out of cheesies.
Sorry, Aranor.
You're the literal worst, Moss.
Or so you think he would say.
Listen, I saw a Star Shader. The magic was fine.
I forgot.
That's fine. That is my turn.
Okay. It is now its turn. Its tail, which was previously also sort of wrapped around Aranor, unlatches and begins to wiggle and writhe. And you see out of the darkness. Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck me.
2 more of these things appear.
Dude, like, where did the... Oh, man.
It is also going to...
We have no choice. We must fireball the room.
Aranor, you're going to take a little bit more damage here. You're going to take 14 points of bite damage.
All right.
And that is its turn. Taladar.
So Taladar witnessing Rin taking damage, maybe not so much from his attack, but the blight is, I'm guessing, pretty visual to all of us. That
It is. It's just Aranor doesn't have a whole lot of exposed skin, and you can't see his head. It's engulfed in this thing.
But
You did hear him make a
Okay.
sound when Moss cast the spell.
listen to the creature's muffled cries of anguish. We must keep hitting it. I'm just looking for something that can. I don't have anything fun that isn't gonna wreck Rin as well.
TPK.
Okay, here's what Taladar is gonna do. Taladar is gonna run up. This is a gamble. He's going to grab whatever he can see of
A
Rin.
flappy?
No, he's going to grab whatever of Rin he can see. You know, a hand, a shoulder, a leg, whatever. And he's going to shout so he can hear him. Don't resist. Come with me. And he's going to cast Dimension Door. And he's going to move us into the light over, like not too far, just over here.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that should work no problem.
I just don't like it's entirely up to you if the cloaker comes with him. I don't know if it can, or if the spell even works to wrest him from the cloaker's grasp.
Give me 1 minute to do just a quick read,
Mhm.
and then I will let you know.
I'll post the spell in the.
Yeah, just give me a second.
There you go. Total gamble. Not mad if it fails. I have the spell slot. I figured I'd try it.
There's a lot of debate about it, but I think it's really cool So I'm going to say that that will work.
Neat.
Nice.
So, Aranor, you get moved miraculously out of this thing's grasp.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
and then instantly Taladar's eyes go wide as he realizes he's probably moved us too far. The like bringing it into the light sort of thing was to like in case this thing is light sensitive or whatever. But now I'm like, oh no, we're more than 30 feet away from there. Fuck.
Aranor could get to the door if he had to.
Well, I suppose seeing that it works, he's gonna look at Rin and just nod vigorously and run back. To I suppose. Oh, let's put him somewhere like right here. So
Okay.
yeah, make some room.
Okay.
And I don't have a bonus action, so that's gonna be it.
Okay. Felix and Starsha, you have both lost the frightened condition. And Felix, it is your turn.
Oh, good. Well, a nice fireball in that room. Moss is looking awfully cold.
Moss can do absorb elements, which I believe Felix would know.
Fireball his ass.
Would he? I mean, you
Sorry,
guys don't
tell
talk to
me.
each other.
Lucid would like to. Felix would not, after dispelling Moss's spiked growth because it hurt the party.
Do whatever Felix would do.
Well, Felix would then just go ahead and twin another couple of firebolts at it.
Okay. That is going to miss.
That
That
was not-
is a crit. The first one just goes wide.
Oh,
The second
boy.
one, is that the actual damage?
Yes.
All right, 25 points of damage off a firebolt. Are you sure that's a crit?
Yeah,
I guess that's right.
It's 2d10, so the 20 is max dice.
All right. I just thought it would have been more. 25. This thing is not flying so good. Give me a perception check.
Are you sure it's not flying good?
Yeah, no, it appears it's not flying good.
That looks fine to me.
That's your turn,
Yeah.
Aranor.
Aranor is mad.
Uh-huh. Oh, good, my snack came back.
Charges right back to him. Swings his greatsword. This is a 20 hit.
All right. Yes.
Okay, 12 points.
12 points. Oof. It does not look good. It's barely flapping.
Charges right back into it, blocking the only door out. Well, I guess there's the other door.
13
Make a
hit.
perception check. Yeah, after the first swing, make a perception check. A 13 will not hit.
Okay, 14.
14 perception is enough that you can see that the other two in the room look like they cannot fly very well either.
I don't think they're real, Moss. Oh, doors. I'm gonna move in.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yep.
Starsha.
All
You
right.
can see this thing flapping in the doorway now, and it is not looking good.
Kill
Alright,
it.
alright.
Kill it, Starsha.
All right. So I have a flask of oil. I'm gonna throw that on the thing, and then firebolt it.
Okay. So you can bonus action throw, and then cast a firebolt.
How do I bonus action throw?
Don't worry about it. We'll just say your bonus action throwing
Oh,
it, and just
okay.
mark off your oil. Unfortunately, this thing is now covered in oil, as is the ground in front of it. But your firebolt did not hit.
That's unfortunate.
That's your turn?
Yes, it is.
All right. Moss.
Moss, attack the one in front of me.
I appreciate your theory. Am I able to get past these things, or am I blocked in?
You're blocked in.
And it's covered in oil now, right?
The one in front of you is covered in oil, yes.
I am going to produce flame and throw my flame at it.
Okay. Boom salad.
Wing and miss.
Unfortunately, that does not happen. However, give me a sec here.
Oh no.
Just let the
I don't
ground on
like
fire.
this. I don't like this at one bit.
Fuck.
Eleanor's a fire. There it is. I knew it.
It did miss, but the ground in front of Aranor is now burning as the remnants of the oil begin to burn. That's your turn?
Nope, I am hidden stepping.
Okay.
My last one, going Viz, and I am stepping the fuck away.
Okay. Okay.
Where'd it go? Where'd who go?
Where'd who go? It is now this thing's turn. It can see that the fire is there. It has no other option but to move and attempt to do the same thing to Aranor, as it has taken a tremendous amount of damage. It is going to bite. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Ah, takes 9 points of piercing damage.
Did you
And-
just refer to Aranor as it?
Yes. And you take 9 points of piercing damage.
It makes it
and,
easier for when I die.
and it attaches to you.
Oh, come on.
You are now blinded,
Ah, yes.
unable to breathe. It is now attached to you. It is going to that is it. That's its turn. Taladar.
Sorry, Dark, did I interpret what you said earlier correctly in that I do have access to my spell slots? The new spell
You
slot
can
for the
use
new
the
level?
slots, just not the new leveled spells.
Yeah, he's gonna angrily walk over, grab Rin, and do it again. With his second, fourth level spell slot. This time he's just gonna pull him back to here.
Okay.
And just shout at his face, "Stop doing that! Don't you have a crossbow or something?" And that's probably his turn, because I don't think I have any fun bonus action stuff. I do not. That's his turn.
Felix.
Is Moss far enough away?
This thing looks in bad shape.
Oh,
I can't drag it down through the door.
I mean, Felix has no idea if Moss is far enough
You can
away.
put that through the door.
Felix doesn't even know where Moss is.
Oh, that's right. Moss ran away.
Moss is also invisible.
Yeah, you don't know where Moss is.
Okay, but I figure Moss is still in the room then. I forgot he was invisible.
You can cast that in a way.
No, it's okay. I don't know where he is. Last I saw him, he was over here, so it
Yeah,
would hit
he was
him.
right in the middle.
I will just twin firebolt again.
All right. Yeah. You've killed him and his ancestors. He only had 1 hit point left.
I got them all.
Well, as that one screams in Undercommon, "No! So long! I've been here so long." It withers and flaps its last flap, falling to the ground, and the other 2 disappear as it dies. Oh, nice timing on the combat music, too. There is still a small fire crackling in that room as the remainder of the oil continues to burn.
I use control flames and put it out.
All right.
Just so you know, guys, I am 57 points down.
I can give you a heal.
I have my lay on hands, but I'm saving it for emergencies.
I'll give you a... I'm almost tapped on... I got 1 4th level, and I'll burn a 1st level. That's not much.
6 points. Okay.
I mean, I can burn a bunch more, but I don't have much left.
Was that room searched?
No, not yet.
She head back in there, Aranor. 3 for 3.
You check out that room, and give me a perception check. $31. Without even really needing to poke and prod, it looks like any raiding or sacking or looting that the cult might have done of these rooms, they hit this room first. Seeing that this was a jeweler, it's been picked through exceptionally well, and there is nothing of value.
How about the cloaker? Anything
It's
magical about it, or it was intelligence? So anything it's got on it?
Well, you don't know it's a cloaker. You just know it's a big, dark, flappy flap. Kind of shaped like a stingray. You've seen stingrays in some nature books.
Mm-hmm. Tails are interesting.
Yeah, there is nothing worth harvesting or anything.
That's disappointing.
It stays attached to ceilings and walls, and when it does, it is invisible. It's only when it drops away that you can see it has a paler underbelly. It had brilliant red glowing eyes, and its mouth is filled with row after row of razor-sharp teeth.
And Aranor's hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aranor, you might be missing half an eyebrow, and you have a series of puncture marks around your jaw, your neck, and your cheeks.
Oh yeah, what the hell, Moss? What did you do to me?
Saw Starsha hit it with, and it was fine. You didn't even flinch. I'll go ahead and give Aranor another. You're still pretty low, right?
I mean, I can use my lay on hands. If you
I'm not going to. I'm going to make you do it.
Yeah.
You maybe should.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all 40 points on myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Said I don't have much left.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't mean to do that.
Nonsense. You have hiss and swipe. That's all you need.
And swipe.
Nothing there. I'll take a look at this door, which I assume is another shop. Actually, I'll do from this side.
All right. There's nothing in there.
Are we gonna keep going, or are we?
We've got 20
rest?
minutes left. We can go right till close.
No, I meant the group. Are we gonna keep on going, or
Yeah, let's finish up. We're
all right?
See no reason not to.
So you reach another intersection. The path to the north and the south continues on, and it looks like just at the edge of the drift globe's light, actually, it gives a lot of light, you can see that it looks like the walls have crumbled in here.
South Passage.
The south passage looks
Guys,
like
honestly-
it only goes a little bit farther and then it bends.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Do we want to check the South Passage first? It probably looks like we're on the main road.
sure.
Whichever way they go, Taladar will go the other way, and just, to the end of the hall and keep watch.
And to the east, the wide road ends in a door. You can see there's a torch on the wall.
That's
I
fine.
had,
Just-
I had
we'll go
actually
south.
accidentally covered it back up. I didn't mean to. So as you approach, you can see that yes, this does indeed end at a collapse. Looking down, this is a much narrower hallway, as
I mean,
is the one
do
below.
we wanna look at my map and see
You can look at the map.
if we even need to go these places?
Well, it's mainly just making sure the cultists are gone.
Okay.
Stasha, you can have a look at your map. We'll say while these guys are exploring, you've hung back a little bit. And you pull out your map. Give me... What would be good? Give me an intelligence check. That's more than 10. It should be enough. You're trying to figure out where exactly you are on the map, and it takes you a little bit. But based on the big glowing statue that you can see, you think you've found the right location on your map. And some doing some figuring and calculating and, tracing with your finger, you are pretty sure that the path north from the giant statue of Moradin travels a great distance before it reaches another, looks like, complex. But it seems to be a fair distance away. Based on what you can see of your map, the remainder of this temple complex, you've explored most of it. There does look like there's another passage that leads away to the south in one of the areas you've previously explored. I think it's the south.
So
Let me double check.
is this
No,
where
it
we're
goes
at,
east, sorry.
where we are at now? Is
Mhm.
that does this have a symbol? You know how there's those symbols on the map on the edges?
This section of the map does not have that. Those symbols, though, are in the four corners of your map.
So they don't really give an indication of which temple belongs to what element.
No.
Okay.
They are just represented on the corners of the map.
All right.
But I would say that based on the imagery you have seen on different cultists here, and perhaps etched into the wall, I mean, you know that this is the cult of air. But that doesn't give you any insight into where the other cults might be based on your map. But it does look like there are at least 3 distinct additional locations that branch off.
And they all connect, so we could just walk through these.
It looks like they do connect, though they do seem to be some distance from each other.
Okay. Interesting.
What?
Nothing. I just unveiled on the GM layer by accident.
If it's any consolation, I see an empty room.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're continuing to move north, it looks like this large room to the north maybe once had doors in it, but they have long since either rotted away or been removed, or perhaps they were never even actually there. There is a tremendous amount of debris that's been pushed to the northern edges of that large room. Let me get back on the correct layer. There we go.
Yeah, I think that's about as far as Taladar would go. He'd just maybe go to here and have a peek in, and not want to stray too far from the rest.
Yeah, the floors where you are at this big crossroads here are different from the rest of the floors in the complex. The streets around the plaza of Moradin all look like the floors have been stamped with the image that's become worn over the years of a smiling dwarf on the face of a coin. An old-looking sign bearing this same image hangs above the door at the end of this hall, right above the lit torch.
Yeah, I can't read it though, huh?
There's no words, it's just the same image.
Oh.
You could give me a history check. Anyone could. Oh yeah. That is enough to know. You know this dwarf. You've maybe read about him previously. It is... Come on.
Deep Starkbeard.
It is a notoriously... Well, I shouldn't say notorious. It is a well-known jewel crafter. Or silversmith, goldsmith, named Vergadane. He was known for developing and designing non-dwarven jewels, jewelry, settings, and for trade, establishing trade routes, and setting up basically shopping districts within other nations. And that's why you think his face is engraved here in this area that leads to all the shops, etc. His face is also hanging on this sign that sort of hangs above the door where the torch is.
Well, I'd relay that to the group. And if... I think Taladar would... I'm happy to make a perception check, which I'll probably fail. Yep. He'd wait and listen a little bit, and judging that there's nothing down this way, he'd come back.
Okay.
Meet with everybody else.
What are you guys doing?
Should we see what's behind the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest we go in from. Looks like this is one big building. I guess I don't know the north because I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna hypothesize it's one big building.
Yeah,
Would I know that, Dark? Or?
No, I tell him there's a door. Like, I saw a door.
Yeah, I mean, without going and exploring all the way around, you could assume that it's just one big building, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest we go in this door that's to the south. Never go in the front door.
If it all goes to the same place, it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, Taladar is going to let them get a little bit ahead of him, and then he's going to cast invisibility on himself and go through this door.
Okay. So
Right,
opening the door.
I'm gun shy from that cloaker. So do I see anything inside before I step in and get fucking dropped on?
It looks like this room has been well used. There is debris, broken tables and chairs, and they have been pushed to the sides of the room, leaving the remainder of the floor and the tables clear. Perhaps
No.
this room had been used recently by the cultists. Maybe this is where they gather for eating or prayers. You're not quite sure. It is well lit in here, though.
I don't see any monsters gonna jump me.
Well, if they were going to jump,
Freaking Fry.
The
if-
cloaker scared me, man.
If I see Moss
Can you guys hear me?
entering the... Yeah? Can you hear us?
hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
we can hear you.
Dun, dun,
Wow.
dun.
Cloaker got her.
Hello, hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Weird. My sound just cut out in Roll20, and then you guys couldn't hear me in Discord, I guess.
No, we could hear you. You couldn't
Can
hear
you
us.
fine?
Oh, weird.
It's a good place to rest in here.
Yeah,
Why does Taladar have 2 dots on him?
one for concentration, one for invisibility.
Ah, gotcha.
Moss would see that the door to the west stands open by the time he opens the door, and the door to the east will swing open as well unless it's locked. And he'll hear Taladar from the middle of the room just say, "Just me passing through," and Taladar will move into the hallway.
Moving into the hallway, you can see that it connects with the hall to the north and the south. And it looks like this large L-shaped room connects with the room you had looked in previously. Again, full of debris. Most of it has been pushed to the back edges. You're not sure if that was the work of the Jinn. Perhaps this was going to be the next area that he was going to work on. It looks like the walls here, at least, have been fully restored, though they have no doors in them. But there is very, very little in here other than debris.
Okay. I'll back to Moss to the room they're in.
Okay.
Taladar will just keep kind of wandering around.
So the room that you guys have all moved into, it bore the symbol that Taladar explained was, whatever his name was, Vergadane. And it looks like this was maybe an old dwarven feasting hall. There's a lot of wooden tables, most of them old, broken, in complete disrepair. Some look like they've been repaired to be usable. But there are other furnishings that are sort of scattered and have been pushed to the side of this large room. There are... Go ahead.
Is there food on the table or anything like people were here recently?
There's no food or anything on the table. There are 3 large casks lining the back wall of what clearly used to be a beautiful oak carved bar. Behind the casks, it looks like there are large doors that were used probably for loading and unloading large casks. Their way is blocked by the casks themselves.
Yeah, do we want to bother searching?
You can.
I'll take a scan around the room if anything jumps out at me.
Yeah, make a perception check. I've lost all your rolls because I had to reload Roll20. 21. Yeah, having a look around the room, there is some small evidence that people dined here. There's maybe crumbs of food. There is a smell of cooked food that still permeates the air. You
People were
find
here
some
recently.
empty sacks maybe that once contained food or foodstuffs. And looking around in the northwestern section, there's old crates, boxes, some debris. And beneath one of the tables up north, you find an item.
Oh,
It is a strangely shaped stone item. You're not quite
is it a
sure.
dildo?
No. It's sort of L-shaped. Oh, it's not stone. Sorry. It looks like it's bone. Hollow bone, maybe carved from a large bird. It is etched with what you now know is the symbol of elemental air.
So is it like a flute then or something?
You're not quite sure what it is.
So just like like a straw kind of thing, almost.
No, it's not straw, it's bone.
No, but like it's like it's hollow bone. Like I'm trying to think of like is like kind of like straw shaped.
No, it's L-shaped.
Sorry, you're right. That's right. I show it to the group. So it's not an instrument of some kind.
I would say Aranor and Starsha, you both know what this is.
I know what this is.
Moss hands it over to Darren or to explain.
Wait, it's L-shaped? It's a gun.
No. It's
There
a
you go,
laser
Lucid.
pistol.
There's your laser pistol.
Oh, hell
It's-
yeah.
That's not.
It's an L for a sign.
This is a boomerang.
Oh.
Bonerang.
You're not quite sure what the significance of it being bone or these carvings mean. It is exceptionally light. Starsha, you also know that this is some sort of boomerang. It's a thrown weapon. But it does seem to have special properties to it that could maybe be determined with an identify spell.
Starsha.
But
Starsha
if
says
you already know what it is, why do we need to identify it?
Because it has special properties to it.
Well, fine.
I mean, you don't have to.
Is that a cantrip or is that an actual spell?
It's a spell.
Oh, how many slots do you have?
That's rude.
Wow.
Don't ask a lady that.
Wow.
When I ran Starsha's character last week, I cast it once. I don't recall if I cast it as a ritual or not, though.
You
Actually, I don't know if
cast
she
it.
can. I don't know if she can even cast ritual. Can she?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, if you don't want to use a spell slot, you can just sit down for 10 minutes and study it and use your identify ritually.
Fine. I'll use a spell slot.
All right. Using a spell slot, you know that this is a storm boomerang. It does the basic sort of boomerang stuff. +5 to hit. Its range is at close 60 feet, max range of 120. On hit, it does 1d4 plus 2 bludgeoning damage plus 3d4 of thunder damage. And the target must succeed on a DC 10 con save or be stunned until the end of its next turn. If you miss, the boomerang returns to the user's hand. So if you throw it and miss, it just comes back to you.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I will post this in Discord.
Might be handy for Ernar. Be some kind of ranged attack.
Well, anybody really.
Yeah, the stun is nice, but I'm just thinking. It's actually a good question. We can figure it out later.
Come on, brain, what is going on? There we go. No! What? Jesus. Sorry, I'm having a derp. It's an old lady broken brain problem. There we go, it's in Discord now. So that can be pinned or whatever.
So while they were doing that, Taldar, not wanting to waste this invisibility, which actually lasts for an hour, he was hoping to use it to gain the upper hand on whoever was in that room. But it being empty, he's going to keep pacing about quietly. Happy to roll a stealth with advantage because invisible. Wow, that is the most lackluster stealth check I've ever rolled.
Ugh, it didn't post the image. And what are you doing? You just having a look around?
Yep, just continuing down what looks like this last unexplored hallway.
I will give you guys more information on the stone boomerang. That was just the brief thing. It doesn't require attunement, though, so anybody could use it.
Cool.
Moving down this hallway, you see something large and terrifying before
Nope.
Fuck.
And I only rolled a 10 on stealth.
you. Make a perception check.
Nope.
You stop staring for a second. Oh, shit. And then I don't know, are you going to stay there, or what are you doing?
I mean, I see it,
Shitty
right?
roll. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not sticking around. It's massive.
Huh?
But I have no idea what it is.
Mhm.
I mean,
So, Moss, maybe you see Taladar backing up slightly with a
oh no,
shocked...
I'm still invisible.
Oh, you're invisible. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
you don't know what's going on.
No, but if I see if I see Moss standing off to my left, I'm just gonna quietly say, "Stop."
That is the opposite of stop, Moss.
Moss backs up anyways.
And
Moss is a scaredy cat.
Taldar will approach him and just quietly whisper, "There's something big down there. Bigger than anything I've seen. Dragon size, maybe."
This sounds like a good time to take a long rest and maybe end for the evening.
Moss,
Three.
make a perception check. $21. You listen, not wanting to really peek around the corner, maybe. You
Nope.
don't hear anything. You don't hear breathing. You don't hear movement. You don't hear anything other than maybe your friends talking quietly in that room.
Okay, Moss is going to give himself guidance.
Mhm.
And stealthily as he can try to peek around the corner.
Okay.
Do a stealth check?
Yeah, do a stealth check. You see a large shape in the darkness. It's dark, so you can't really see anything else.
Yeah, I don't want to even.
There's a large shape in that room that looks like it's unmoving. What are the rest of you doing? Starship,
Alright,
what are you
we're all
doing?
still in the room, right?
Yep. Aranor, what are you doing?
I agree with Moss. We should take a long rest.
Yep, we need to. Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just kind of hanging out in here. Right
Yeah,
now.
because the two haven't come in to tell you anything.
Yeah. There's no reason.
You don't know where they went.
Moss will go back in the room and say there is something very big around the corner. It wasn't moving, but don't know what it is and don't feel in a good position. When Moss does big, like he just I think I have a sense of the size, which is holy crap. Like just he just points like to the sides of the room, like that big.
You'd hear Taladar's voice again from like Moss's shoulder. There's a chance it's dead. But is that a chance we wish to take?
And not tonight.
God damn it.
Nobody wants to go and check?
Send the paladin.
I'd go and check.
All right. The paladin, who can't see in the dark, enters a very, very dark room. There is definitely something large up ahead of you. Moss, who is equally blind in the dark, follows you.
I got my drift glow with me.
Oh, there we go.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna stay around the corner and ready to revive Aranor.
Yeah, I think Taladar will stay sort of behind Moss, invisible. No, he wants to see. He's going to move over to here so he can see peeking around the corner.
Yep, you can see that there is a large purplish something in that room.
But
Without
it's-
getting closer, you can't tell.
but
You
it's
don't know
not.
what this is.
We don't hear any breathing.
Make
or
a
anything.
perception check.
Oh.
You don't hear anything. There's no sound of movement. You're looking, waiting to see like the signs of it inhaling or exhaling. You see no movement. You don't hear any breathing. Taking a closer look, you can see the edges of corpses on the ground. Bones.
Yep.
I'm trying to be stealthy.
Give me a stealth check.
Still no movement. Can't see any movement or anything.
Nope.
Maybe it's dead.
You know, snakes like to lie in wait and then pounce on their prey once they get close enough.
It looks like whatever this is coming up from a large burrowed hole in the ground.
Sorry, are you saying it's moving now?
Nope, I didn't say that.
You said it was coming up. Okay.
All right. Well,
This room is unlit and is featureless. There's very little in the room if you looked around. And being as close as you are, you're only about 10 to 15 feet away from it. This looks like it is skeletal remains of a large, plated beast. Looking closer, you can see its large mouth is agape. And inside it, you can see a couple of corpses. Shortish corpses. Stout. Perhaps dwarves. Looking closer, you can see the marks of slashes, axes. In fact, a couple of axes are embedded in its chitinous hide.
wow. Fought it from the inside.
There are several, I didn't put them on the map, but there are several ancient dwarven corpses here.
Okay.
And it looks like the hole that this thing has burrowed up from, he's blocking most of it, but it looks like that hole extends a long ways. Make a survival check.
Uh-oh.
Or intelligence, whichever you prefer. That is enough to know. You've heard about this in history books. All dwarves know about these things. This is a giant purple worm. And it looks like it has probably been dead for a long time.
Starship, why don't you go in its gullet and see if there's anything down there?
Is it safe up there?
It doesn't look like there's anything of value. There's some broken dwarven weaponry, axes, hammers. There's some, iron-tipped bolts, as if from crossbows, and a lot of dead dwarves.
I wonder if this hole leads down to The same place that the other one does.
Maybe. Does
You
the hole
don't-
look deep?
Yes, it looks very deep. You
And
don't
it does not.
hear any wind coming though.
Ah, okay.
So now that you have scared yourself silly and realized it was over nothing, you feel like you've done a pretty good job of cleaning out this complex. You haven't found any evidence of remaining cultists, and you're pretty sure you've seen every room this building has to offer.
Get a work call. Gotta go.
We're wrapping anyway.
Okay.
So you
Alright.
feel safe enough to long rest, perhaps in the former bar area, feast hall.
I'd say we'd want a long rest on the nice comfy beds of the...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you can long rest wherever you'd like. It seems safe here. It seems cleaned out.
Do you want us to RP gathering some of that treasure, or do we?
No, that would require something else.
Okay,
What treasure?
You
The
mean
treasure in the
moat?
moat?
the moat. Yeah.
No, that requires some other things to
Okay.
happen.
Okay.
But I mean, it can be done quickly at the beginning of next session.
All right. Long resting.
Yeah, so everyone go ahead and hit your long rest buttons.
Hooray!
Man, I thought I was going to get to kill a player today.
Almost.
You were getting excited with that, Chloe.